Well, today we have a brand new knife company owned by Kaiser Cutlery that I get to introduce you to. Today we're looking at the Tangram, Santa Fe, and Vector. Now, Kaiser Cutlery sent these over to me, and I'll be honest with you guys, when they told me that they were sending them over, I said, okay, cool. I'd seen a couple like shots on Facebook and stuff, and just wasn't really kind of sparking my interest, but I was like, whatever, I'll take a look at them, and you know what, if they spark my interest, maybe I'll do a video on them. And I gotta tell you that they really surprised me, not only in their simplicity, but then in some of the aspects of the designs that really stand out for me, and some just newness. There's some newness here at great price points. Now, Kaiser Cutlery, we've reviewed a lot of their stuff. They make some really high-end products and some really good budget-friendly products. Well, this is kind of like their budget-friendly line, I guess. Think of like a Lexus and a Toyota. This would be their Toyota line, or Acura and Honda. This is their Honda line, Kaiser's Honda line, I guess. But it has a new type of Japanese steel that I've never tested and reviewed, so that's going to be exciting. We're going to do edge testing and kind of compare it. They say it's similar to 440C. We'll see. I don't know. I like certain 440Cs if it's done right, and definitely can stand up to any AUS 8 and better than any 8CR or 7CR, stuff that's out there, 420 high carbon. Good 440C is done right. So this Japanese steel that's supposedly on par with that, we'll see how that edge retention is. But there's just some cool lines, designs, simplicity, but done right with this Santa Fe. And then with this Vector here, they got some really cool like aluminum handle scales, push button plunge lock. There's just some coolness here that I was not expecting when Kaiser originally contacted me and said they're going to send these over. So I'm going to give you guys a full comprehensive interview and review of these knives, showing you what I like about them, maybe some hang-ups, some issues, and show you whether or not the Tangram line is something you should look into when you're on a budget but you're wanting some fit and finish and quality and design that maybe it's hard to find at certain price points. So let's go ahead and dive into it and see what the Tangram line and the Santa Fe and this Vector can do for us. All right, here we are at the tabletop. Gonna throw down some Knockaround sunglasses right over here. Still rocking those G.I. Joe limited run. They have now become part of our affiliate program. So if you're looking for inexpensive, they have male, female, aviator, this kind of style. They have kid sizes, lots of options, custom store, all of it, and all for under 50 bucks. Check them out, links below, and they are now part of the affiliate program. So if you pick out a pair of sunglasses that you like from their site, it will help us and fuel the channel and continue to help us do what we do here. So really cool that we're partnering with Knockaround now, and I love those G.I. Joe crazy style. On the Vector here, this black model, I am going to be doing an Instagram giveaway. When this video goes live for a couple days, I'll have that up there. All the details over on the Instagram page. I'll be giving away that black guy, shipping it anywhere in the world. Here's our blue Vector as well, and then our Santa Fe right there. So right out of the gate, want to hit the steel because it's a steel I've never used before. I wanted to test it out. So I took my 3/8 hemp rope from Home Depot. That's what I use. This is not an ultra scientific test, but it gives me at least a plumb line to kind of give you guys a little bit of feedback. So took the Santa Fe to the rope, and I came out with 86 passes before I could notice that it was significantly dull and needed to be tuned up. Now, it didn't like roll edge or anything like that, and through all the testing and cardboard and plastic and rubber and all the different other testing I did with both of these knives, never any chipping, never any rolling, just edge dulling. Now, their Akuto steel from Japan is in the 440 world, I guess. They rate it as 440C level. I'll just give you some context here. In comparison with other hemp rope tests that we've done, this K-Bar Dozer AUS 8 model. Now this is low heat treated. It's not the best AUS 8 you can get out there, but just give us a plumb line. That's about 65 passes versus the 86 passes with this guy right here. And then I did the same type of test, same type of rope with a Steedman BP02 with 440C, actual 440C, and I got 107 passes with that. That was super impressive, kind of mind-blowing on what I got. Again, guys, not super scientific. It was just, again, giving me some, plumb line, some things to work with and knowledge for myself, so I can at least give you guys a data point there. So that was actually out of the kind of stainless steel 440 AUS 8 world. That was the best. And then runner up was this rake, and this is the P801SB and this is the Sandvik 14C28N steel. Great steel. All these are good for their prices and everything. Steel, that was 97 passes before it dulled out on me with this guy right here. Very easy for this Akuto, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, steel to resharpen. Very easy to work with. It's not like really hard or kind of gummy. It seems to work very similar to AUS 8, and from what I've felt like with the resharpening process, corrosion resistant. So it is better than a lot of AUS 8 you're going to find out there. Definitely better than like 8CR, 13 MOV, that type of stuff. And right around the same as what you're going to be finding on like rake Sandviks, within about 10 passes of each other, but not quite what Steedman can produce with their 440C at 107 passes. So for the price, guys, of like $30, I think, for this, $40 or $45 for this, links below over to Amazon again, and if they are available on Blade HQ, I will include those as well. But very impressive for their price points, and as good, if not better, than anything you're going to find with AUS 8 and most, right around most Sandvik 14C28N you're going to find from China. So very good to see that. And the performance level on both these guys was really nice. I was really happy just with how they performed as light-duty EDC blades. That's what they're designed to do. They're not heavy-duty tactical blades. They're not outdoor folders. They're light-duty EDC knives, but they were great at that. And particularly the Santa Fe really connected with me. Got that really gradual Warncliffe, which I really liked. And so that's going to have a 3.3 inch, 3.5 inch cutting edge overall. And then it is going to be about 1/8 of an inch thick. So it's a rather thin blade that goes to a really precise tip. I mean, if you're being dumb, you could snap that. It's got a really high saber grind, almost a full flat grind there. Just a little bit. It's not like a perfect straight, like a razor blade, but it's got a little bit of curve. And so it's just unique. And I like that because I don't have a lot of other knives like that right now in the collection that really stand out to me. And this was just a fun knife. And again, going to give me very good for the price, around $30 edge retention and cutting capability compared to what other $30 knives are out there on the market. There's that satin finish that they've done there. And then on the Vector, we got like this drop point with a very mild little swedge up here as well. Going to come in under 3 inches. It's going to be about 2.9 inches overall cutting edge and blade length. A little bit lower saber grind, which is no problem to me. A little bit stouter from what I can see in the back there, but right around 1/8 of an inch thick. Right back here near the studs, then tapering down to still a pretty good precision tip, again, EDC. Nice belly point right here, but there's just that ultra mild recurve. I did resharpen these and didn't have any issue getting this sweet spot right here. So as long as you're not like bam, 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 like getting chips or something on it, ceramic rods will tune these bad boys up, no problem. They do, that steel, again, the Akuto steel is Rockweld 58 to 60. I mean, so they're definitely putting some effort into that. And again, very competitive for the price to what right in between AUS 8 basically and Sandvik 14C28N would be. So I'm really happy with that for what we're getting in the overall design. 90-degree spines on the Vector, maybe a little bit. It feels a little more machined on the Santa Fe. Just check out that perfect centering there. Really nicely done. We're going to look at the centering, obviously, and then lockup and deployment here on these two blades. Perfect dead center. Had a chance to really play with these guys. Haven't seen any floating left or right. A lot of that is done that both of these have nice bronze phosphorus bushings in there. Hopefully, yeah, there you go. You guys can see that in there. So not, you know, ball bearings, which are ultra smooth. These are buttery smooth. But, you know, bronze bushings tend to be a little more durable, less gaps in there for dust and grit to get in. So technically a more durable setup than, say, ball bearing pivots would be. Nice thumb studs. They're exactly the same thumb studs on both that have just the right amount of purchase for both the Vector right there. Easy for me to purchase. And for the Santa Fe. Santa Fe seems to be a little bit smoother on those bronze bushings. Liner lock on the Santa Fe, very basic. It's not actually quite 100% on there, but because of how thin the blade is, it's still hitting about 40% of the back there. But I would like to have that just come over a little bit. I'm not concerned at all. It's a nice little rock side to side, zero rock up and down. So for, again, a light duty EDC, totally doable, not concerning to me at all. And because of how thin the back blade is, it's still hitting what you would normally get on a lot of blades Just, you can see that it's just not quite lipping over all the way. Pretty flush, easy for me to disengage and close back up. Good detent on both these guys here. Now, the cool thing with the Vector is that we're looking at plunge lock. It's a manual, but we got a nice, cool, large plunge lock right there. Very easy for me to disengage and close up because of, again, the little bit of a stiffness in it. If I depress, I really got to flick it hard to try and suck it back into place. But again, good detent there. No issues, and really cool. It's awesome to see a plunge lock in this price range. Usually it's like an auto knife that they have manualized and made into a manual, and usually those, because they're being made off of an auto knife, you're looking at usually $100. So for whatever it is, $40, $45, you're getting a plunge lock, which is super solid. No rock up and down. I'm not feeling anything side to side. Good stop bar right back there. Same right here. All right, we're gonna hit handle ergonomics. We're gonna start out with the Vector here, and aluminum handle coming in at 3.3 ounces overall. We do have steel liners in here that have been milled and machined, as you can see right there, flow through construction. So I mean, dudes, for the price point, I mean, you're getting a lot of detail on this little pocket knife. It's a little compact guy. Perfect machining on all angles. This is just so organic in the hand. Feels like you're picking wild strawberries or raspberries out there in the field or something. It's just that organic, man. Feels like you haven't shaved your armpits in weeks. That's how organic this Vector feels. Really comfy. It is on a little bit on the short side, I believe like 3.8 inches overall. Handle length, so what that means is, or 3.9. So I can get all my fingers on there, but you can see that I'm just barely getting them on there, and I wear large size gloves, as you guys know. Really nice cut in though. You're about a quarter, 3/4 of an inch away from the blade with the controlling. No jimping, but some good ribbing here with these kind of like winged feather designs. Really no complaints at all. Feels great, zero hot spots, good control over the knife. And just looks cool. You know, that blue, we got that black again that we're gonna be giving away over on Instagram. Check out the Instagram page. Really cool setup there. And for again, compact, this would be, I think, a great wife-girlfriend knife as well. You know, you're going with the Santa Fe because it's a little bit bigger, a little more deadly, and then, you know, your wife or girlfriend's rocking this because it's got a little bit more flair, a little more style, a little more elegance, just like she is, and still going to be extremely functional in its design. All right, and then next up, we're looking here at the Santa Fe. Pretty basic, but very functional. Again, I just really like it because it's cool, it's different. I don't know if I have a single blade shape like this, and the handle, again, mirrors that of just being plain, simple, but functional line. So we're looking at a medium grit G10, not super heavy, not slick. On its G10, they have a couple different color combinations. Obviously, this one being black. They have milled the angles all along here. Again, putting really good attention to detail. You know, Kaiser owning this company, obviously wanting it to still have that feel of quality. Steel liners in there that have been also, you can see in there, milled out. Again, for the price point, guys, just really nice. You know, flow through construction there. Really well done. Handle from front to back is going to be 4.2 inches. Nice little natural sweep here. A little bit of jimping that's basically recessed on the blade. It's more for style than for texture unless you're really pushing down hard on the blade. But you got a lot of control. Fills out my hand. No hot spots. Great, you know, comfortable feel in the hand. Really dig that aspect. A lot going to come in at like 3.4, 3.38 ounces. So nice and lightweight. Just a great, these both are just great, kind of compact, light duty, inexpensive, but really functional. Getting a lot of bang for value in their designs with both of these knives. Just really digging it. All right, we'll go ahead and hit the pocket clips. Now, I really like the pocket clip on the Santa Fe. Loop over design. The screws are not recessed, but for the price, it's kind of to be expected. It did jam up every once in a while.
right here between that first screw and the clip. Not a big deal. You just kind of got to think about what you're doing to recess that in, but no hot spots, loop over, deep ride, totally dig that. And then it is ambidextrous, and with the thumb studs, it's a great ambidextrous blade and a nice large lanyard hole as well. So for the price, really a well-designed pocket clip. Then on the Vector here, righties only, so sorry lefties, you're out of luck. Satin pocket clip again. A little bit of a flare there. Seems to be about the same as on the Santa Fe. Didn't really create any hot spots. It is going to be a higher ride. It's not loop over, you know, so it's going to stick up about half an inch out of your pocket. Nice large lanyard hole right there. So for righties, it's great. Lefties, you are out of luck. So you're getting a lot of thought, like from Kaiser, and just give you an example here. I mean, this one's like $70 on the Kaiser. What is this one? This is the Velox 2. The Kaiser Velox 2, we'll be doing a video on this. Really nice blade, but G10 handles, basic pocket clip, stainless steel, bronze bushings, liner lock, VG10 steel. We could argue probably is going to hold an edge a little longer than these guys. That's about it. It's really hard for like these two, the Santa Fe and the Velox, to notice a difference in quality, which is awesome. So you're definitely getting that Kaiser quality with these Tangram designs, just getting a little bit lower quality steel. And that's about it from what I can tell with fit and finish and quality control.
All right, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and just being introduced to the Tangram line. I was not expecting a whole lot, but man, are they offering a cool value to performance to design. So their budget-friendly cool factor is absolutely there, and the sub-company of Kaiser, I think, is nailing it. And guys, also, don't forget about the mailbag. Put in your questions, just put hashtag mailbag, ask your questions. They might get answered live in an upcoming video. That's just another cool way for us to interact and communicate, which is always awesome and a lot of fun. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to check out the Instagram feed. We're giving this black version of the Vector away to some random winner. When this video goes live, you can hop on over there. I may have even posted a little bit early for my Instagram followers. Follow us on Instagram if you're not currently doing that. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe if you're not a current subscriber. We're throwing up videos like this every single week. And finally, guys, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.